on the previous episode.
300K, 700K coming into the day, and now we're sitting at 1,030,000, and we still have 389s to sell, so we will be at about, I think, 1.5 and some change. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, episode 24 of the No Money Spent. This is going to be a little shorter episode, basically a squad update, but let's get into it. End of Friday, EA actually finally gives us the power-up for the Campus Heroes. The power-ups were going for an absurd amount, basically the only way to get them, doing a 75 to 79 gold exchange and praying you get lucky. My friend pulled the Galloway, sold it for 270k, which is absurd. So you end up being able to get 3 for basically free. So we're gonna, I don't know who I end up choosing, but I end up buying the ones we need. And moving on into the Friday night, you're gonna see I keep doing the Reggie Bush method from yesterday. Very simple, just buy your Reggie Bushes, best training converter, quick sell, pull 289 Campus Hero players and list them on the market. Now you don't really want to list them for the cheapest price. You want to list them for about 4 to 5k over their lowest. They will eventually sell. And for quicks, find out, does this method still work? Pretty much, you go take the two lowest, the cheapest options, which would be basically a Mel Renfro for 186k at the time. You add those to 186 plus 186, you take away the tax, and it needs to be more than what you bought your Reggie Bush for. If it ends up being lower, I'd really cool down, maybe wait for Reggie Bush to come down a little, but Reggie was really fluctuating all throughout Friday. He started at 300, went to 320. By the end of the night, he was all the way up to 360. But it still ended up being profitable because the 89s also went from about 170 to 190. So it ended up still being, it was a little cat and mouse game. It would go up and down basically throughout the day. You would try to find the lowest point. We're going to end up doing this method basically until Friday night. I'm not going to play any weekly games Friday. My record is still 5-2, I believe. I don't have abilities, half my team doesn't have abilities, but we're going to get abilities in this game. We're going to update our team. You see, keep doing the Reggie Bush method over and over and over again, and Saturday morning is going to come eventually with 2 legends dropping. They end up not being the overall best legends, Kevin Green and a right guard, Leonard Davis, an OG Mutt 12 Ghost card. But here they are, Kevin Green, Leonard Davis, not the pack sellers. And the plan going into it was, you also have the solo challenges, of course, but I was going to buy training, waiting to buy training to buy abilities for my players Saturday morning. Hopefully people would open legend packs, but that didn't really happen because the legends they're not pack sellers. You need a Michael Vick, etc. to open packs, make legends go down, make training go down. But you're going to see, after everything sells, we wake up 1.969 million coins, and we're gonna go to work. We end up doing the Reggie Bush method during the morning a little bit more, but I end up buying 87 legends were probably the best, other than Reggie Bush for about 365. I was buying 87 legends for 75k and under. You're going to see we end up quick selling them, and eventually we are going to finally do the Reggie Bush set, actually, one more time, and we're going to keep Reggie Bush for good. But as you see, Reggie Bush right now, 350. That's not even that bad looking back on it now that he's 375. But basically all morning, it was just sitting on the auction house. I was half awake, just sniping 87s, trying to get Reggie Bushes. You're going to see the training goes up. The coins are going to fluctuate because I was selling 89 Campus Heroes while I was doing this, trying to make coins as well. But we finally ended up doing the Campus Hero set again because there was really 2 cards that I wanted Nat still, as well as I am working on the 20 wins for Campus Heroes to Superstar KO, and I am going to choose the Phillip Buchanan. But for the 3 last cards we're going to choose, we end up going with Roy Williams, a great 90 speed receiver, physical archetype. We do get the Reggie Bush, and we're going to keep him this time. We're not going to quick sell him. We choose Carl Banks as well. I don't really know if he's going to see the field, but he has great 85 speed for an outside linebacker. If I wanted to run 3-4 goal line, he will see the field. But he's an 89 Nat, and then we finally get Marcus Spears, another one who's not really going to see the field. And then eventually, we stop doing the Reggie Bush method for a little bit, and we're going to just buy training, and we'll keep buying the Reggie Bushes, 87s, but we're going to keep the training, and we're going to power up a bunch of players, all the new Nats we got from yesterday. So first, we're going to power up Joey Galloway all the way up to 90, being a Bucks player. Also, I think I'm in the process of switching from Bucks. I'm in Jets team 2 Bucks, because Revis is a Bucks player, Galloway's a Bucks player, Buchanan's a Bucks player. So it ends up after selling LT, there's no real point being the Jets, and Revis Jets as well. Switching to Bucks, I can get Galloway another +1 speed. We're going to power up Antrel Rolle to 90. We're going to power up Revis to 90. We're powering up basically every card I don't have powered up that's a wide receiver, corner, safety, except for Ed Reed, just because it costs think it costs about 3,000 training, which is what, about 170k to power up Ed Reed +1 overall. I don't really think it's worth it. The 89s to 90 only cost, I believe, 1.5 to 1.8, so it's really not that much. We are going to power up Reggie Bush, even though it does cost more training, but it's worth it. Your running backs and wide receivers, I believe, are must power-ups to get that +1 speed. Speed is why you buy these cards. They have the highest speed, so why wouldn't you get the +1 speed with the power-up if you have the coins? We're going to power him up, and we are going to give him backfield master, which we took off of LaDainian Tomlinson. And Reggie Bush is a receiving back archetype, so backfield master ends up being 1 AP instead of 2, so we're actually going to have another AP open available. You will eventually see. We also are going to take the route technician off of Lance Allworth, because now we have Roy Williams and Galloway, and we got rid of Tyreek Hill. So we're going to take route technician away from Miles Ready. See, we power up Brian Dawkins. We power up, I believe, who's the corner? I forgot his name. Buchanan. We're going to power up Buchanan, get him ready for when we get the 89. Here he is. We get him up to 87, but we're going to take Allsworth's route technician away, and you'll see who we use route technician on. But for defensive abilities, we're finally going to max out our AP, and we're going to buy 6 acrobats on 6 out of the 7 DBs that see the field in 3-3-5 wide. The only player or DB that won't have acrobat on my field will be Moehrig, Trevon Moehrig, just because he's probably the lowest overall, and I'm probably going to get a better backup free safety eventually. But for now, we're going to actually take Moehrig's. As you see, he has acrobat. He was the first player I gave acrobat. We're going to take it off and put it on, I believe, Buchanan, because I'm eventually going to get the 89. So we're going to have 6 acrobats equaling 12 AP, 2 AP each. Don't really believe in D-line. The only D-line ability I'm really thinking about is a run stuffing from Warren Sapp or Linval Joseph. But as you see, the receiver we are going to give route tech 2 is Roy Williams, being 3 AP. It's not 2 like Allsworth, because Roy Williams is a physical and not a route running archetype. Route running archetype is the best archetype in the game. It's not even close. And here you're going to see, I can't really show myself buying every single card, every single Reggie Bush, every single legend. So here are basically all the legends you're going to see I bought throughout the day for training. A bunch of legends for 75k that were 87s, and Reggie Bush's for snipes, 350, 335, all the way up to 370. And I have right now 446k, and I still have a Mel Renfro to sell, so I'm about at 650k, give or take a few 10ks. So we are eventually going to, we spent 1.3 mil basically on powering up players, completing the Reggie Bush set one more time, adding abilities. You're going to see we actually only have using 11 out of the 12 AP points on offense. So we actually have 1 AP available. We could give Joey Galloway route technician. It's 4 AP and take it off Roy Williams. But I believe Joey Galloway is really my deep threat. He's really just been running a lot of streaks, a lot of deep routes, and they don't really have any cuts. So why would I give route tech on them? And then finally on defense, you're going to see all 6 AP. I'm going to finally, I don't know if I'm going to end up completing my whole weekend league. I have a busy weekend. I'm busily watching the UCLA game, editing, and I'm still, when you're no money spent and there's a coin making method available, you really got to set your priority to it, because you don't know when it's going to go away. If this Reggie Bush method dies, I don't have another coin making process for another month. You never know with no money spent. So that's going to be all for this episode. Weekend league gameplay in tomorrow's video. But that's going to wrap it up. Don't be afraid to subscribe, like if you've been enjoying the daily uploads. And until next time, peace.